Hello viewers, Aji May 23, our Voice of Nagaland News 8 Parma Kem de Ahigena ase. Amikan Saigena Jaishugledo, Hotai monsoon season time de here, especially Dimapur Nishugledo, Alag district, Amikan flood like situation lock by. Aroidu laga flood laga situation bra, especially Jasal de Olibi, Dimapur district, Yade impact Hua Mikan Janibo Parisha. Aroidu impact to Iledo, Kiasuguledo, Edu Nala Trainish Khan. Yade pura phota ho jayegi yede osode thaka khan laga khor khan de yede flood hui na pani jai ja laga bi ami khan khopor janibo parise. Not only that, unfortunate incident de manu laga chan bi cha ami khan janibo parise. In regard with this kali huilibi yade Dimapur district administration kambra yade social work ekta contact kurise in regard with upcoming monsoon preparedness laga opore achi olibi yade MLA and advisor Dimapur 3 Tovihoto Ayemi yade 12 location aro 24 area se tai inspection aha amikhan dikhibo pare ase do viewers kan IB amikhan itu report lagao bode apni kan ye details report update loigena janai dibo.
Visited the inspection. You have inspected the drainage clinic. So, abhi ya dikhna phone kar.
Na ito to monsoon laga preparedness na. Ito every single year we tend to see the same all problems again and again. So this is one a very major initiative by government of Nagaland. I'm told about the drainage clearance and all this for last few days. And it will continue for some more days, I'm told, where our Chief Secretary has also seen. My colleague Sri Motashi has also inspected various places, and today I have come to see by my eyes. No, they giving me the information and the news is not very satisfactory. So I have just come personally to inspect and verify how things are going on. And I'm very satisfied. This time around, I think the Dimapuran should not have such problem like before.
But what about a permanent solution for such things? Because, like you said, it is happening every year, and though how much you clean up, it is happening every year. Is there any?
Yes. This is not the first time cleaning. The concerned authorities has been consistently doing it. But it's a very major problem. So DMC has to come into picture, disaster management has to come in picture, and various other agencies has to come together and work on this, the drainage problem. So we have just started. We hope to see that this problem is once and for all khatam hoi jalege kurbole laga koshish kuri ase. But very importantly, I just want to make a mention. The community participation is very important here. Community participation. The DUCCF or the GB Sadar or DMC, kun ahigena kam ko thakile bi community participation na thakile to tate fail hobo. So how community can participate? We'll have to educate our people the civic sense. They just wrap up the waste and they throw it in the drainage. Drainage is not a dustbin, no. There's a certain places for the garbage disposal, but people are not following that. They're just dumping all the solid garbages in the drainage. Itu prahi clog hoi gena. Monsoon ahile to that were back kurigina ayase. That is number one. Number two is people are intentionally trying to encroach the drainage, which is very serious. And this time and again, we have instructed the district administration to go verify those places and clear up those encroachers or encroachment. and whatever action has to be taken, that also should be initiated. But I don't know how far they have been doing that. But I will try to follow up, and I will try to speak to the concerned authorities, especially the district administration. How can anyone just build anything over the drainage here? Drainage is very important. One of the most important thing. So community participation itu ekta duita point ase cho.
Sir, you rightly mentioned community participation is very important, and also one of the leading problem is land encroachment.
Right.
However, sir, if we look around, many a times those land encroachers are people who has high influence in the political scenario or in the higher level. So,
well, I don't know whom are you mentioning or how did you identify those people. It does not matter. Influential guy or anybody, nobody has right to encroach over the drainage. No excuse for that. No excuse for that. Law is same to everybody. Itu tai dongras itu tai huras itu laga kotha nokrobo. And we'll make sure that all the encroachers within the short period of time we will clear up everything. And that has been an instruction to the district administration. I'm sure they are also working on that. We have seen the last year's scenario, across Dimapur. So it's very sad. At least that basic civic sense is not there even with our people, with our citizens.
Do viewers kan itu tagise Tovihoto Ayemi. Apni ange janai dia nishina. Achi tai yade permaculture area khan laga de tai inspection aishe. Aro inspection laga homoy laga time de tai yade 24 areas aro 6 location de inspection ja janibo parise. Yade tai bra inspection ja laga homoy de yade rukhigina ami khan logode media logode kotha kora to yade itia monsoon do hele do itia ami khan laga tor step te aishe to yade public khan kinaga koina hoshar korna thakibo lage. Not only that, yade government bra holibi takhan itia flood like situation hoboli ni diule takhan bi katam khan uthai gina yede cleanness drive aro public khan ge olibi sensitize kuri gina educate kura mi khan janibo pare ase. In regard with this, yede DUCCF khan holibi yede itu laga record laga problem de takhan yede bishi social work noile do yede public khan ge bi educate kura ami khan janibo pare ase. Aji yede Tovihoto ahi gina itu la record te tai ekta tuta kota kora laga homoy de tai kwa laga insap to yede flood like situation enaga hui ja Dimapur laga do ile do challenges pishi ase. Aro idu challenges te ekta important do ile do kali ami khan government ge ekla noigina manu ge ekla nokuri gina nijor citizen bi responsible thakibo lage goina ko ase. Aro responsible do kinaga hobo kule do mui request kure ase cameraman ge dikhawle yede ami khan background de dikhi daga nishina yede itu bi ekta permaculture area de ekta drainage ase. Holibi drainage to block hui gina idia workers kan itu idia monsoon ahi daga bra yede takan sapa kura mi khan dikhibo pare ase. Holibi yede pishi bak dikhi daga to ile to chapra phasina daga to manu laga khor prai hi garbage phelai gina nala de phelai gina directly ai jai. Not only that, yede phelai na thaka kan do yede plastic khan nishina noisuglo to alag kisem khan dispose kurbo napara khan laga items kan enaga ai jai. Aro itu kan bra block hui gina yede pishi bak to nala khan de blockage hui jai gina flood laga situation khan enaga olai ja bishi dikhibo pare ase. In regard with this, yede advisor ba kwa laga insap to nijor ekta manu khan kun citizen yede pose takhan bi responsibility lobo lage aro yede kali manu ki hi depend nokro lage noisugle do government ki hi depend nokro lage koina idu janai dia ase. Aro idu laga opore yede flood laga situation do isugle do yede na bishi tuk pai daga do Dimapur de especially ami khan janibo pare daga do yede encroachment khan laga issue bi bishi ami khan dikhibo pare. Aro enaga encroachment nala khan enaga no man's land de drainage khan de private property khan encroach kuri gina itu khan bra holibi bishi tuk pai gina idu nala khan block hui gina itu jabo napara hui jai monsoon time de. To yede government laga side pra holibi yede takhan katam lobo goina 4 sal de holibi koi gina ase. Aro jidi enaga kuma manu enaga no man's land de yede drainage khan de encroach kura khan do isuglo do kun huilebi yede dangor ekta manu thakilibi noile do chudu manu kan thakilibi yede partially di nukuri na government bra holebi idu action lobo lage guina tai kwase aro yade enaga khan do encroach nukuru bole tai brabi idu discourage kura mi khan janibo pare ase aji laga inspection do kuidia nisina yede advisor do issue do aro another 24 area se jai gina inspect kura tai conclude hoye gina ide do jai jese do viewers kan aji laga update ina daise naga alag alag update pawole apni kan sai degibi voice of Nagaland news mui reporter Krizal Muli reporting from Dimapur.